A howl tears in unison. The Ibex accelerates. Rock dust billows beneath a thin line of life and death. There is no room for hesitation. The chase relies entirely on the downward pull of gravity. The wolves take long strides, their cold eyes locked on the target. Through brutal crevices, the pack pursues with frantic intensity. But the disparity begins to show. The Ibex plunges down a vertical drop, bouncing off the wall, as if gravity didn't exist. Meanwhile, the wolf pack struggles, their claws scraping against the steep rock face. The fugitive tries to tear apart the assassin's formation. The wolf pack is the ultimate symbol of terrifying endurance. They fan out, cutting corners, sealing off every escape route. The Ibex executes impossible leaps across jagged stone pillars. Despite hesitating for a fraction of a second before the abyss, the wolves recklessly launch themselves after it. Running along a narrow ledge beside the abyss, death awaits at every step. Sometimes, a single moment of carelessness will exact a heavy toll. Both sides are completely exhausting their biological limits. Blocking the path is a 90-degree vertical wall. Utilizing its perfectly adapted hooves, the Ibex zigzags to the top like a mirage. Pure frenzy drives the wolf pack to charge straight up the cliff. But nature is strictly fair. Bare pads and wolf claws cannot bend the laws of physics. They slide down, slipping away in absolute despair. But the gray phantoms do not know how to quit. They don't need to catch up immediately. They just need the prey to run long enough to exhaust itself. The point does not fall. The jaws lose their grip. The Ibex charges ahead in a desperate sprint. A massive chasm blocks the way. No way back. The hunters slam on the brakes. They are forced to surrender to the physical limits of their bodies. They watch helplessly as the prey escapes. The survivor quietly rejoins the herd. On this side of the abyss, all vitality has been drained. A mournful howl echoes through the mist, a bitter admission of defeat. As the chase veered to near vertical cliffs, the pack faced a devastating choice. Burned. Their ultimate failure at the abyss left them with a profound physical and psychological deficit. They traded their vitality for a phantom, paying a crushing toll for a meal they could not claim. On the opposite side, the Ibex operated under a pressure that defies human comprehension. For the Mountain King, there was no calculation of calories, only the primal instinct to avoid being torn apart. Hearing the rhythmic scratching of claws mere inches from its hind legs forced the ibex into hyper-arousal. Every zigzag on the sheer cliff, every desperate bound over bottomless chasms, required flawless biomechanics. A millimeter's misjudgment meant a fatal plummet or the crushing bite of the pack. Cornered at the abyss, the ibex was forced into the ultimate gamble, the leap of faith. The price of this survival was etched directly into its flesh. It escaped with bleeding lacerations, muscles pushed to the brink of rupture, and a haunting trauma. The physical scar it carries back is a permanent receipt for the brutal cost of living another day. This power to live can defy both the jaws of death and the crushing gravity of the earth. Life endures not because the mountains are merciful, but because some spirits simply refuse to be broken.